Hello, guys. This is Harshit Bharadwaj, and I'm back with another questions discussion series. I will take a past year question, in fact, a question from 2020's exam from Passage to India by E.M. Foster. My name is Harshit Bharadwaj. Those of you who don't know me, I teach English Literature Optional at Unacademy, and we have a fantastic course starting on the 2nd of February for paper one. Then we'll do paper two. If you're looking for help with English literature optional, go check out my course, find my name, and see what I have to offer. You can also watch a lot of free classes that I have taught there to understand the feel of how I teach. Before moving any further, the prices of Unacademy GS batches are going up from 1st of February. So I thought I should let this get to my students or anyone who watches my channel. There are a lot of new batches starting and the fees is going to increase. So if you're looking to prepare for 21, 22, 23, you have a lot of options. So there is this 1 year GS batch that is bilingual and in English. You get the entire study material, all great educators, test series, and everything is there. Go check it out. 2 year batch is also there. So if you're preparing for 2023, then this is the batch for you. There is an NCRT batch where you will be finishing the static portion of the NCRTs again in bilingual and English medium. If you are a working professional preparing for UPSC CSC 2021, then this is a new thing that we are starting, which is a weekend batch. It's a complete preparation weekend batch starting on the 6th of February. And expert batches for essay writing and a GS paper 1, 2, 3, 4. So great set of new batches starting 1st of February, and all these are still available with the old fees. So that's why I wanted to inform all my viewers of this channel that before the fees increases, because I know the inside information, I am a teacher there. Before the fees increases, if you need to join, join. At least check it out. You can use my code Harsh.Bharadwaj to get a 10% off. Okay? There are two kinds of subscription plus and iconic. You'll figure that out. I think you're interested intelligent enough. Now let's get back to the question that we're going to discuss. This is the question from 2020 paper 2. E.M. Foster's characterization of India and Indians in A Passage to India is well intentioned but flawed. Discuss with specific textual references. This is a variation of a similar question that has come many times. Right? I think long time back they asked the question that is A Passage to India an Englishman's perspective of the Indian scenario? That was the question. Is Passage to India an Englishman's perspective of the Indian scenario? That question also meant whether you think that Passage to India is a prejudiced or a biased account given from an Englishman's perspective, right? Then there was a question that despite being a liberal, E.M. Foster's study of the Indian scenario suffers from the complexity of the colonial narrative. Hear this question again. This is a recent question. Despite being a liberal, E.M. Foster's study of the Indian scenario suffers from complexity of the colonial narrative. And this question is absolutely the same concept. And what is the concept? That despite E.M. Foster's good intentions, right? He is not a racist, he is not deliberately prejudiced, he does not come across with a colonial mindset. He wants to do a neutral study. He wants to really understand the Indian scenario despite his good intentions. What we see, what we read in A Passage to India is flawed because it does come across as prejudiced and biased, even though E.M. Foster did not want this to happen. That's the problem. Now, the question is asking, why is that happening? So instead of liberal in this question, uh, they're saying well intentioned, right? Instead of saying liberal or apolitical, they're saying well intentioned. And when they say flawed, Basically, they're asking you to underline what problems do you see in this representation. What Ian Foster has done, this study of the Indian scenario, what problems do you see? So I take this line from the previous year question is the problems we see are the problems of the complexity of colonial narrative. Now, if you go back down to E.M. Foster grew up in the British Empire at its peak. He was a white man, and if you understand the Orientalist idea given by Edward Said, he belonged to the superior race. So that narrative of white men are superior also applied to him. So he's coming from a vantage point of a colonizer coming to India. So what the post-colonial theory says is that a colonizer doesn't matter how liberal, doesn't matter how well-intentioned the colonizer is, it's always going to be impossible to understand the viewpoint of the native, of the one that is colonized. You can also bring in a fantastic philosophical treatise of Immanuel Kant, the master slave dialect. And the master slave dialect essentially says, I'm simplifying it for you, is that by definition, the master slave dialect, by definition, they cannot agree on one thing, or the master cannot understand the viewpoint of the slave because by definition he is the master. So this is what happens in our story where Cyril Fielding and Dr. Aziz, despite being great friends, and they like each other very much, and despite their repeated attempts to be friends, they're not able to be friends. Why? Because friendship requires equal status. Friendship requires status quo to be similar. And this question of friendship is posed to us right in chapter 2 of this text, where Mahmood Ali, Hamidullah, and Dr. Aziz are discussing whether it is possible to be friends with the English. And that question is answered on the very last page of Passage to India, where the sky says not here and the earth says not yet. So the failure of friendship between Cyril Fielding and Dr. Aziz proves this complexity of the colonial narrative, this master slave dialect. That within the colonial premise, an Englishman who is a colonizer, who comes from the vantage point of the colonizer, cannot be on the equal terms or the equal status to become a friend of a native. So that's the problem why E.M. Foster, despite being well intentioned and a liberal, is not able to represent India the way it should have been. So if you do all that, you will be able to do this answer well. And you are welcome to send me this answer. I'll drop my email in the comments. If you write something, send it to me and I'll look forward to read it. And if you're looking for my guidance, as I said, I'm teaching on Unacademy. You can check out the course that's starting on the 2nd of February. Until then, take care. Bye bye. And you have a good rest of the day. Bye bye.